Hi everyone, welcome to SEB TV, Talk of the Town. I haven't done this for a long time, I'm a little rusty.
And we even changed her co-host.
Right.
Of course, Kay and I are great friends. Hi everybody, I'm Keith Sweat and this is Kay Bohan. And we are excited to be bringing you this Talk of the Town where we are in the Caribbean. Isn't that fun?
The Caribbean comes to McDonough on September 27th.
Sure does. That is sponsored by JN International Money Transfers, and we are so glad to be talking about this event today. We need you to sit right there. We have so much information coming your way.
Jump, 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 jump. No matter where you come from, represent your country. It's a time to party. Represent your country. Oh, you're feeling swanky. Represent your country. You whining us up. Everybody, come on out. Bless me right here. Bless and love.
Hey, you guys, as promised, we have a very fun show today. We are here to celebrate, discuss, market, and promote the upcoming Caribbean Festival to the city of McDonough. We are standing in beautiful Alexander Park where the event's going to take place, and we are here with its founders, Sylvia and Scotty Dennis. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great.
All righty. So tell me, when did the festival get started?
The festival got started in November of 2007. That was our very first year. Scotty and I opened up a restaurant in the McDonough Square. And one day he came to me and he was like, I would like to have a jerk festival in the McDonough Square. Yes. And that's all he had to say to me was he wanted to do something in the McDonough Square. Me, as a marketing major, I just took that vision and I ran with it. And from that point on, it has just been a tremendous growth. Scotty and I, like I said, we started it in 2007. And then in 2010, the festival really began to grow, and then that's when we got our second partner, which is Mr. Charlton Pitter of Jamaica Finest, and my daughter came on board, Tanisha Sapp, being part of the organization. In 2011, we came to beautiful Alexander Park, and we've been here ever since. Going back to 2010, in 2010, I had decided that I wanted to get back into my religion, you know, go back to church and be a part of my community. So one day I went to visit this church in McDonough, Tabernacle of Praise Church International, where Pastor McBride is the pastor. And when I went and I sat in the church, I sat on the pew and I heard God speak to me, and he said, as long as you put me first, everything you do will prosper. And from that day on, I joined TOP. I went and I talked to my pastor, and I told my pastor, I said, I need for Tabernacle of Praise to be a part of this event. You know, we needed to open up the event with gospel and put God first. And from that point on, every time we have this festival, we always put God first.
You know, we got to give thanks for this beautiful city that we live in, you know, for the beautiful people in it. And all we try to do is bring our culture out, you know, to the McDonough area, to Georgia, to Henry County, you know, and just watch it grow and let everybody know who we are, you know. And we just thank God for this opportunity, and we look forward to having everybody here and having a great festival September 27th.
Yes.
And we'll see you all here. And I'll move on.
And during that day, I understand there's going to be a parade.
Absolutely.
So,
we'll start that parade at noon. And, you know, it's going to be a colorful event.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's going to bring their flags out and represent their country and represent who they are.
And there's going to be a contest involved with the parade, the costumes, the floats? Or?
Yes, there's going to be a contest, a prize for the best costume.
Great.
Yes, my name is Charlton Pitter, and as Sylvia stated earlier, back in 2010, I came aboard as one of the members of the McDonough Jerk Festival Organization, and I've been here since with them. And as he said, we've been growing. I'm also a local business owner in McDonough. I own Jamaica Finest restaurant and bakery, So as part of being in the community, I saw this being a great opportunity to bring the culture together along with their vision that they initially had as they brought it to the mayor. So we're just looking for everyone to come out, have a good time. There will be lots of food out here. What we didn't mention too is we did have a prior member. She was a radio show host, okay, that was with us, Joan Savory, and she passed on. And she was a big part of this because also she did all of our communications and she was our MC for the organization and everything. So I just want to just mention her name. God bless her. And as I said, just come on out and have a great time with us.
I'm Tanisha Sapp. We basically, the whole purpose of this event is to benefit the Alzheimer's Foundation. And we linked up with the Walk to End Alzheimer's and the Alzheimer's Foundation because my grandmother is diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And we wanted to give back because there's little known information about this disease in our community. So we wanted to not only give back, but to also bring education and awareness to this disease, especially in our community. That's all I wanted to add. Thank you.
Fantastic. And we're going to talk more about that later on in the show. We're going to be back with the Honorable Mayor Copeland and Miss Sandra Vincent and talk more about their involvement, a little bit of history of their involvement, and some of the great things about the fundraising effort and the awareness campaign for Alzheimer's. Sit tight. We'll be right back.
When I start wine, when I start roll, when I start to walk, cause when I start wine, when I start roll, and when I start to walk.
And we have the Honorable Mayor Copeland of the City of McDonough, and we're here to talk about the history of this wonderful event that has taken place. And Mr. Mayor, can you tell us a little bit about it and what it means to the City of McDonough?
Thank you so much, Keith. I guess it was about 7 years ago. This young lady to my right and her husband, Scotty Ray, had a restaurant on the square, right off the square there on Macon Street. And Sylvia came down to the office and said, you know, I've got an idea about a Caribbean festival here in the city of McDonough. I said, where would you like to hold it? And she said, on the square. I said, why not? And so we did that for probably about 4 years, and it continues to grow and has grown through the years. So I guess the 5th year, either the 4th or 5th, Sylvia and I talked, and I said, what about down at Alexander Park? It's such a beautiful location. This is our park. It's really about 19 or 16 acre park. You got a stream there. You got this facility here where we can use for bands and other things. And right along the creek there, you can have a booth set up for food and other things. Of course, the only thing I miss about having it down here in the park, you get that aroma. I mean, everybody on the square can get that aroma. And boy, if that's not a drawing card, I don't know what one is. But I've been down here every year, have not missed one. I've grown to love these two people. They are so sincere and so genuine. And of course, it's a fundraiser for a wonderful organization. Ms. Vincent, our District 2 commissioner at City Hall, she has been a chairperson of the Walk to End Alzheimer's, and last year we adopted a resolution where we encourage all the 4 cities to join in. So not only do you have a wonderful day of beautiful events here in our city, and it's an economic boost to the city of McDonough. And Sylvia and I talked earlier this week, we want to make it, it's been kind of multi-county, but we are sincerely going to make it really multi-county this year. And even next year, we talked about 2015, we're going to start this at City Hall. We're going to go to City Hall, we're going to start from City Hall, and we'll end up down here. But it's been such a joy to work with her and Scotty and what they mean to our community. And, of course, we're always looking for events that kind of stimulate the economy in our city. Plus, it's just wonderful food. I sincerely love it and enjoy it, and we're going to have a wonderful year this year. And I told you yesterday we ought to not only talk about Clayton to DeKalb. Most of the people I've met have been from DeKalb, but we're going to do kind of broaden our scope this time and reach out. And as she said yesterday, Toronto will have nothing on the city of McDonough.
Wow.
That is wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And Sylvia, what is the support from this man right here meant to you and your festival?
Well, Keith, Mayor Copeland has been behind us from the beginning. Just like he said, from day one when I came into City Hall, and I came to him with my husband's vision was to bring a jerk festival to the city of McDonough, because we watched the city of McDonough grow since we've been here, and the Caribbean community has grown so much, and so we love being in McDonough. We told him we're not going nowhere, and we're just going to blow this thing up, and it's going to be larger than Carabana.
Righty. Well, I tell you what, we're going to take another little break, but I wanted to pass something on to you real quick. I used to run a hotel in Key West, and there was a Caribbean neighborhood there that I visited at least once a week for the food and the drink and the fun, and I can't wait to experience it here. You guys, we'll be right back with more information. We're going to talk to Miss Sandra Vincent about her great effort on the Alzheimer's partnership and the fundraising for that very needed cause we've got. Thank you very much. Be right back.
Yeah, you're rocking it that Boabuchi London and the McDonough Jerk Fest. You ready? September 27th. I'll be here rocking it. You ready? Sing to you like you money, just to get the nanny. Sing to you like you nanny, just to get the nanny. Beanie pani, put on the pani, and the ride of correction, long lolly. Me say you back it up, back it up a little, then you feel the sensation of it, start feeling it. Yeah, you got it going, now we love to see you show it off. Yeah, you got it going.
Alrighty, I tell you what, we have all sorts of City of McDonough royalty here with us today. We just heard from Mr. Mayor, and now we have Ms. Sandra Vincent, one of my favorite people, a very huge supporter of all things on the square in McDonough, and a great supporter for multicultural events, as the Caribbean Festival is certainly becoming, which is fantastic for our community. But you've added a whole nother layer to this event, which I think is fantastic, having had a grandmother that passed away of Alzheimer's, and all the dynamics and everything else that goes with that, and how it affects so many family members. Mm-hmm. You have really championed this event, so tell us more about that, Sandra.
Certainly. I think one of the things that I'll mention is that Sylvia is also a kindred support giver. Her mother currently has Alzheimer's disease, and I think one of the things that's really important for the community to understand is that Alzheimer's affects a great number of individuals. We have over 6.6 million people are affected by Alzheimer's every year. It is the 6th largest killer out of the big 10, breast cancer and some of the other ones. So people have to understand that Alzheimer's can affect even younger people. It's a form of dementia. Mm-hmm. And so what this initiative does is it promotes brain health. One of the things that we've done is we've reached out to the Walk to End Alzheimer's, and we're really trying to get a greater presence on the part of Henry Countyans, because we want resources to come to our area, and for so long those resources have not been here. This is something that affects a large number of our population, because most of those who are inflicted by Alzheimer's have to go to other areas in order to receive daycare and other needed resources. So we're reaching out to the cities. Mayor Copeland in championing the process last year to make sure that we had a resolution in support of Alzheimer's, and the city of Hampton and some other, I remember Kate Pippin talked about the fact that her sister has died from Alzheimer's. So when you kind of stand up and ask a crowd, and I've done this a couple of times, ask the question of how many people are actually affected. Mm-hmm. You get hands up, and it's like, are you serious? This is like a silent killer, and nobody's really talking about it. So on October the 4th in Peachtree City, I'm really hoping that individuals will come out and support the Walk to End Alzheimer's. What Sylvia is doing with the Jerk Festival, that's right now our premier fundraiser, And we are so excited about that. We want the community to come out and support it. McDonoughJerkFestival.org is where you can actually reach the website concerning the Jerk Festival, as well as the website for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. But you see so many colors and so many people, and it's so festive. I mean, hundreds of people participate in the walk, and I just really like to see hundreds of people from Henry County there on this year.
So Sandra, the walk on October 4th, it's in Peachtree City. Where will it be? Do you know yet?
It is, and I have to read because it's the Fred Brown Amphitheater.
The Fred Amphitheater.
We know it well.
And it's a very festive day. There's lots of music and flags and a lot of camaraderie, because when you're a caregiver, it's a difficult thing. And when you've had people who have died from Alzheimer's, it's always good to know that you're not the only one, and that there are people who really know, appreciate, and support the struggle.
Definitely.
So to have Henry County in the mix would be just so amazing for us.
And that's got to be rewarding for you, Sylvia, to, I mean, you didn't start the Caribbean Festival with the idea that you would partner with Alzheimer's, but it is something that's very near and dear to your heart.
Yes,
and so now here it is, your festival, you and Scotty's festival, is now partnered with this whole effort. That's got to be rewarding for you.
Yes, it is. We adopted the Alzheimer's Organization, I want to say the second year of the festival. I had decided that I wanted to give back to my community. And what I thought would be the great way is that my mom is affected with dementia, and I take care of her, and I've been taking care of her for the last 12 years. I wanted to get involved with this organization, find out more about it, what they have to offer. And what I found was that there was no presence here in Henry County. Okay, so what we decided to do was make use the Jerk Festival as the largest fundraiser here in Henry County. And a couple of years ago, Sandra and I partnered, and we are really trying to put the efforts out here in Henry County. I mean, even if you want to join us for the walk or become a team, start your own team. If you know anybody who's affected with Alzheimer, you can go to the McDonoughJerkFestival.org website so that you can get to our Alzheimer's website, and you can donate and join our team or start your own team.
Right.
Fantastic. Now, the timing of the Caribbean Festival to the walk. The Caribbean Festival dates are in September.
September the 27th.
So, is there going to be like a registration table for the walk set up so people can pre-register? And then you can send them the information about where to meet at the Fred.
And you can also pre-register on the website as well.
Fantastic. Okay. All righty. So not only a fantastic festival, but a great cause, and obviously a big need for our community. We'll be right back with more information about this year's Caribbean Festival and some of the special things that we're going to see there this year. You sit tight.
How many of y'all ladies got that advantage?
We have been soaked in the Caribbean style. I think I want to put on some shorts and some flip-flops, get in the sun, chill out on the beach.
All we need is the beach.
I am ready to hear some wonderful drums and everything else. But anyway, we're going to hear a lot more about the festival now. Get out your pen and paper because you want to write all this information down. You do not want to miss this year's festival. It's going to be bigger and better than ever.
I just want to let you know that the event is going to take place on Saturday, September 27th, and 2014, and it's going to start at 12 p.m. with the parade. And then the festival always open up. We put God first. So I have my pastor here, Pastor T.J. McBride, and he's going to start the festival off with prayer, and the Tabernacle of Praise Church Choir will give us a couple of selections, and I'll let Pastor tell you a little bit about that.
Well, we are so glad to be a part of this great event here in McDonough. We're so proud of Miss Sylvia and Scotty and what they're doing for this city. This McDonough Jerk Festival is going to be awesome. You don't want to miss it. The choir is going to be here just to open it up on a good, inspirational note. We're going to ask God to bless this whole festival, bless this whole endeavor. So it's going to be a great, great time. You don't want to miss it. Please come on out. You're going to be blessed.
Fantastic. Now, Sylvia, you gave us the dates and times. Now, there's some things going on that I know Kay is extremely interested in some of the things.
I know during the day you've got the parade. There's going to be food everywhere, which is probably going to be some people's favorite thing, because just smelling the Caribbean food is just, you know, makes you hungry. But you're also going to have a health fair going on during the day too. So tell us about that.
Okay, we're going to have lots of vendors out there, and this year we decided that we wanted to put on a health fair. Included in that health fair is going to be, you're going to find information about the Alzheimer's organization. Sure. You will also, there's going to be blood pressure screenings, blood glucose screenings, eye screenings. We're going to have local providers here from the city of McDonough, Stockbridge, Lovejoy, that are just going to come out and just give all of this free information. Wonderful. We're also, the blood bank is going to be here giving out their information and doing bone marrow screenings.
Wow.
And we're a company like Luxottica, One Site, their organization is going to come out and give free eye screenings. So we're going to have a lot of stuff going on that day. So we don't want you to miss it. We're going to have performances throughout the entire day. Behind me, we have some of our artists that are going to be here. We have Dance Skin. We have Gucci London, who's going to be here. He's one of our, he was with us last year. We also have Imani, she's going to be here, and she's going to be doing some performances. And then we have No Fear. He's going to also be here, and it's just going to be a wonderful day full of entertainment. We're going to have lots of entertainment for your children, bouncy houses, everything, face painting. So it's a wonderful event for the entire family.
Wow, all day long, it sounds like. Yes. It's going to be wonderful.
Fantastic. Well, I tell you what, the city of McDonough is better off for this wonderful festival and your presence and all the, I can't wait to see all the art and everything going on and the performances and everything. But we appreciate your time with us today. Please, 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 please make it to this event. It is fantastic, and we look forward to seeing you there. Take care.
Got some work to perform, so me hustling. Got to find food, so they bad couldn't bubbling. Me not no time for just sit up here suffering. Yes, how we just happy walk these streets. Sell what we sell because food and food.
Okay, that's what we're doing in the McDonough Jerk Fest. You ready? September 27th. I'll be here rocking it. You ready? Alright. And me come tell them, say them got it going on. You ready?
Sweet soca, but tonight I hit the boss. Follow me, boy, and I will dictate. This is music. Sweet soca.
Put them up, put them up, put them up. Put them up, put them up. Represent your country.
Just to put them out. I'm the girl you wanna know. Fly from her head to her toes, making money on her own. She got it going on. Take the back seat and let her teach you how to roll. Come on, y'all. This way, then I'm on. Stupid cannot happen, 'cause I'm way too much.
Camera one, tighten up a little. Stand by, camera one. Camera's rolling. Cue talent. That's a wrap.